In the 12th year of our marriage, Carl and I decided that I was going to have multiple partners because I had met and fallen for another guy. So I came back and reported that to Carl.
So we decided to talk about it. Like, what do we do? How do we go about this? And that began a 2-year journey of Kenya and I just kind of discussing things. We just had to figure things out. So we discussed it for a number of years. I finally came into the knowledge and understanding about feminine, expression, and realized you have to allow women to be free and express themselves. And as a man, I need to support her in doing that.
I met Tiger at a Halloween party. He was dressed as Tiger Woods, and he was looking hot and sexy.
Well, I came out and had a dance with you, so we had a nice little romantic, slow dance. It was real nice.
Yes.
And so I decided, I'm going to pursue this. I'm going to see where this leads to.
Right. So those just go right up there, and then the green painting goes in the center.
All right.
I'm super multifaceted. It feels like Carl fits one part of who I am, philosophical and spiritual, and we have these deep conversations. And then the other part is like thrill-seeking, excitement, traveling, and that's who Tiger fits. But I'm both of those people in one body. So I like to have those multiple partnerships.
Is it one nail for each painting?
It's probably going to be 2. Let's do the big painting first.
We're all basically trailblazers in this way, and we all support each other. And that's why I'm so ready to support Tiger and Kenya whenever they need support in their relationship or anything else.
I think a lot of what people see on a day-to-day is kind of like the whys. Why would anybody do that? Why would that man invite you into his house and have you with his wife? Why? It's a benefit to have another person there. It's a benefit to have somebody that you can kind of relate to, that you can trust, versus just having some random person come in.
Or cheating.
Just
lying, hiding, sneaking.
It really adds a lot of serenity to the home.
A lot of guys that I meet are, I always start out by telling guys that I meet, I already am in 2 long-term marriages.
How do they react to that?
Most react well. Oh, I'm dating because I'll always be dating. It's just fun. What can I say? It's hard to explain this because it feels like this is not rocket science. We all love attention, energy, relationships, and love.
Okay, Shalom. Okay, first and foremost, I would like to give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadash, in double honors and respect to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth, as well as much respect and honors to the brothers that are pushing this truth in sincerity across the 4 winds of this earth and risking their lives and freedom to do so. I would also like to give much honors and respect to the brothers and sisters that are of the hopeful elect that are doing their very best to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High to the best of their abilities. Shalom. This is Caleb of Judah, and I'm coming back at you with a quick lesson. As you saw in the beginning, I shared a video with you of this woman. And she's basically on social media. I think she's got a television show out now. And she's basically bragging about having a husband as well as, a boyfriend. She's basically bragging about, having multiple men. Okay. And I think she's even talking about adding someone else on to, having another boyfriend to come on as well, and then here it is. You got these 2 men. You got the husband and then you got the boyfriend. They're both sharing this woman. Okay. Now this right here, is a wicked and disgusting act. Okay. This is wicked as hell. Okay. Because here it is. A woman is not supposed to be having multiple men. A woman only supposed to have one husband. Okay. And men do not supposed to be sharing a woman. Okay. However, it is lawful according to the scriptures for a man to have multiple wives. Okay. But for men to share one woman, that's wicked. That's going off. Okay. That's adultery. That's disgusting as hell, and I know I'm going to lose some people. When I said that, a man can have multiple wives, but that is lawful in the eyes of the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and you have to stand on the truth. Okay. And if you don't want to hear the truth, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, go to someone else's channel. But at the end of the day, you have to stand on the truth. It is lawful for a man to have multiple wives. Okay. Now, however, I will say this, women are expensive. Okay. And in this particular society, I don't think it would be, feasible for, someone to, or for a man to have multiple wives. But however, I mean, if a man chooses to do so, hey, it is lawful. It's okay. It's okay in the eyes of the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua, But back to this, particular situation right here with these three people. Like I say, this is a wicked and disgusting act. Okay. And this leads me to my first scripture. This is in the book of Leviticus, and this is chapter 20. This is verse 10. And it reads, "And the man that committed adultery with another man's wife, even he that committed adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death." Okay. Because once again, you don't supposed to be sharing a woman. Okay. Like I say, it's disgusting as hell. Like I say, that's a sin that's worthy of death. It's almost like, sharing another man's, dirty underwear. Here it is. You wouldn't want to share another man's drawers, so why would you want to share his woman? Like I say, what you're doing is you're sharing bodily fluids and stuff like that, and it's disgusting in the eyes of the Lord, Okay, this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, and this is chapter 26, and this is verse 25. And it reads, "A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog." It says, "But she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord." Okay, and this woman in this particular video that I shared with you, she's shameless. Okay, because here it is, like I say, she has a television show out now. Okay, basically, and she's all on social media bragging about, having a husband and a boyfriend. She's bragging about being with multiple men. Okay, she's basically bragging about being a thought and a slut. Okay, that's shameless. Okay, and she's counted as a dog in the eyes of the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Ecclesiasticus chapter 26 and verse 25 again. It says, "A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog." It says, "But she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord." Okay, and she's obviously not shamefaced. Okay, because if she was shamefaced, okay, she would be just sticking with one man. Okay, and not trying to have multiple men. Okay. But, this is why, like I say, America has to burn, okay, because, America does everything contrary against the Most High's law, statutes, and commandments. America promotes this type of garbage, okay? Over here in America, they'll tell you that it's okay, for a woman to have multiple partners. They'll tell you it's okay for a woman to, to be a thought and a slut and whatnot. This is what America promotes. This is why this place has to go, okay? Okay, this is the book of Ecclesiasticus. This is chapter 25, and this is verse 25. Okay, and it reads, "Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad." Okay, here it is. You don't supposed to let your woman, just be all out, being a busybody, all in everybody's business, always here and there, always on the go and whatnot. Because, as a result, that could lead to her, like I say, ended up on another man's rod, or basically riding a car carousel, or she'll probably end up wanting to do some wicked mess like this woman right here in this particular video that I shared with you's doing, and so you don't supposed to allow your woman to gad abroad. Okay, this is the book of Exodus, and this is chapter 20, this is verse 17. Okay, and it says, "Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house." It says, "Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife." You heard that? Okay. It says, "Nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is thy neighbor's." Okay. Now here it is. Taking another man's woman is, like I say, going off. Trying to go up in another man's wife. That's wicked as hell. That's going off. And that's, like I say, it's a sin that's worthy of death. It's wicked and it's disgusting as hell. And here it is. Speaking of that, I can remember growing up in the neighborhood that I grew up in. I knew two guys, that basically grew up without their fathers. Okay. Reason being is because their fathers, both of their fathers were shot and killed because, both of them were committing adultery. Okay. They were sleeping around with other men's wives. Okay. And those other men found out about it and put them to death. Okay. And so ultimately, though, it was the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua to put those men to death. Okay, because of their wickedness, because of what they were doing. They were committing adultery. Okay, once again, like I say, this is a wicked act. Okay, and it's worthy of death. Okay, and the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua frowns upon it. Okay. Okay, this is the book of Proverbs, and this is chapter 32. And Salaki, this is chapter 6, and this is verse 32. And it reads, but whoso committed adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. It says, he that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. Okay, and here it is. I mean, this right here is big amongst our people. And when I say our people, I'm talking about the nation of Israel. Who are you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and those that are of the speckled bird that look like these other nations. But, you go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob on your father's side. This right here is big amongst our people. Because here it is. You have many of our people, they brag about, sleeping with another man's woman. They brag about popping another man's wife. Here it is. I mean, you got many of our people. They make tons of songs about it, And here it is. I mean, you got these three people in this particular video that I shared in the beginning. They're making a television show about committing adultery. Okay. Like I said, that's just straight up wicked as all outdoors, But now here it is. I mean, you won't have our people making songs or television shows about, buying a used car or but yet here it is. They'll make songs and they'll, make shows about popping somebody else's woman or a woman bragging about, having multiple men, Like I say, here it is. Many of our people, they lack understanding. Okay. Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 32 again, it says, but whoso committed adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. It says, he that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. Okay, because here it is, committing adultery opens yourself up to all type of diseases, sicknesses, because you're sharing, another man's body fluids. Okay, you're also opening yourself up to catching a serious beat down too. Okay, you're also opening yourself up to being sent back to the spirit world too. Hey, just like I was telling you about those two guys that I went to school with. That's what happened to their dads, both their dads. Like I say, they were sleeping with other men's women. Okay, they was committing adultery. Okay, and they both got sent back to the spirit world. Like I say, hey, it's a sin worthy of death. Okay, and the Most High will judge you. For committing adultery. Because the Most High frowns upon that. It goes against the law, statutes, and commandments. And like I say, this man in this particular video, the husband, he's a straight up sucker. He's a simp. For going along with this, ain't no way in hell I would go along with something like that. Okay. This is Isaiah, and this is chapter 5, and this is verse 20. And it reads, woe to them that call evil good and good evil. It says that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Okay. Woe meaning destruction. Okay. And destruction to these three, people, thus says the Lord. Okay. Because what they're doing is, is a wicked and disgusting act. Okay. And they're basically trying to call it good. Okay. These three people, on this particular video that I shared with you, they're committing a wicked and disgusting act in the eyes of the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay. And they're basically trying to call it good. Okay. And the Most High says, woe to them that call evil good. Okay. Meaning destruction to those that call evil good. Okay. Okay. Because, like I say, a woman only supposed to have one husband, not multiple men. Okay. But yet here it is. You have this woman in this particular video that I shared. She's talking about getting it on with her husband, plus this other man. Okay. And she's talking about bringing somebody else on the bus up in her. Okay. Like I said, that's wicked and disgusting as hell. And what's so sad about it, like I say, the husband, he's cool with it. Like I say, man, this is sick and nasty, man. It's disgusting as hell. It's sick, man. Okay, this is Isaiah, and this is chapter 30, and this is verse 1. Okay, and it reads, woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with their covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Okay, and here it is. The two men, sharing this woman, and the woman, having, multiple partners, it's wrong. Okay, and that's having a rebellious spirit. Okay, because it goes against the Most High's law, statutes, and commandments. Okay, and like I say, it's taking a counsel and it's taking a covering, that's of the world. Okay, and that's not of the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay, and the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua says destruction to those that take a counsel and a covering that's not of him. Okay. I got one more scripture I'm going to bring out, okay? And then we're going to go ahead and end the lesson, okay? And this is back in the book of Ecclesiasticus, and this is chapter 25, and this is verse 26, okay? And it reads, if she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh, and give her a bill of divorce, and let her go, okay? Hey, here it is. I mean, if you got a woman, that's doing a wicked and disgusting act such as this right here, sleeping around, having multiple partners, you cut them off. You let them go. Okay, you don't be a sucker like this man in this particular video that I shared with you. You don't support this type of garbage, okay? You don't support this. This is wicked and disgusting as hell, okay? And if you got a woman, like I said, that's out there doing, doing this, committing, adultery, having multiple men, you cut them off, okay? You let them go, okay? Because they wicked as hell, And so, that's pretty much the point. I'm going to go ahead and end off here. I hope it was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, and double honors and respect to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Kwam Yasharal and Abba Baba. Shalom. DTA soon, Shalom.